This is Minecraft. Wrong. This is Minetest C55, a voxel game that is pretty much a shameless ripoff of Minecraft. But unlike Minecraft, it is free, open source, and written in C++. Those three equal up to a no-lag alternative to Minecraft. If you're on a pretty bad PC, or I should say lower end, this game will easily run at the higher graphics setting. Heck, the only graphics setting I know is pressing R to change the view distance. That's it. But even still, at higher view distance, the minimum FPS you can get is 19 or less. This game is pretty good. It has a creative mode, it has mobs, and though the mobs aren't very good, they eventually will become much better. They're 2D mobs, which is kind of weird considering that we're in a 3D voxel world, but it gets the job done. But there are only 2 official mobs, though. That's the actually no, there are 3 official mobs. 2 of them are hostile, and 1 of them is passive. The 2 hostile mobs only come out in caves and really don't do that much damage to you. You can die from them, but really there's no real, at nighttime they come out. They're only seen in caves. Those are the Okariri and the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master looks a lot like a Yeti, and the Okariri kind of looks like a Pac-Man ghost that's black. Or I should say the shadow of a Pac-Man ghost. The other one's a rat, which if you kill it, it can be more of a food item. It's kind of useless but without cooking it, so you might as well cook it while you can. If you cook a rat in the furnace, you'll get meat. And if you cook the meat in the furnace, instead of getting more meat, you're just gonna get a smithered, disgusting piece of junk that won't even do anything. So you might as well throw it away. But meat is not the only thing that you can eat in this game. If you're a vegetarian, or if you're not a vegetarian, regardless. You can eat apples, and that's just about it. Other than apples, I don't know what else you can eat. So there are pretty much only 2 different food items. But as for the building is the main part of the game. There are a whole bunch of wood-colored blocks, which are very useful if you want to build stuff. And as you can see in this gameplay video that you are seeing right now, I'm building a house. Not a very professional house, but a house nonetheless. There's transparent glass, there's neon-colored wool, there's even a neon cat block, which is kind of random, but it's cool, and I like it. Minetest C55 offers up a good community, and believe it or not, this game has a modding API, but even more surprising, it has online multiplayer. I would showcase the multiplayer, but I can't. The main reason is because I just can't connect to any servers. When I played this game a long time ago, and yeah, this game is pretty old, I think since 2010 they've been making this game. But this game had a modding API, and it also had online multiplayer servers. I used to join them all the time, and I loved them. And they weren't pathetic servers either. They had plugins, they had warps, they had a lot of stuff that Minecraft actually has. Now, don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a better game all the way, but this game is a fine alternative. It's what you can get for a low budget, or should I say no budget title that really will get you stirred up with hours and hours and hours of performance. It's a game that has a strong community, decent gameplay, an easy modding API, and a very, very fantastic sounds. The sounds in this game are fantastic. You can hear the churring of the dirt, or the glockiness of the sounds when you punch wood. It's just great. When this game first came out, it didn't even have sounds. And as of right now, the game has 2 game modes, creative and survival. There's no hardcore mode like in Minecraft, but really hardcore mode is pretty much survival, but you can only die once. Kind of like in real life. When you're dead, and you have to delete the world. This game is too easy, so that's a very bad glock to the rating of this game. So I will give the gameplay a 9.5. I'll give the sound a 10. I'll give the mobs a 6. 6. Yeah, that's a big one. And I'll give the multiplayer a 7. And I'll give the graphics a 9. All right, I'll give the graphics a regular 9. And I'll give the originality 3. I'll give the originality a 3. Why? Because this game is a shameless ripoff of Minecraft, but nevertheless, the game is very fun. And determined from the ratings, this game is pretty good. So if you don't own Minecraft, or you're kind of looking to more, obscure games, you might want to pick up Minetest C55. It won't cost you a dime. And there's a lot of good times to be had by all. Oh yeah, and by the way, the mods in this game are great.